Okay. All right. So, since we're all here, save for Furret, I guess we can get started. So, um, a lot happened last time. Who would like to recap? Because there was some very significant things that happened. Would anybody
Yeah.
like to explain?
I can do it.
Go for it.
So
Don't
last last time we wrapped up the good old meeting with Hesperides and Tyrion. But then Hesperides had something to talk to with Kumainos. And she decided that Kumainos deserves a well-intended gift of resurrect and reincarnation.
That's true, that did happen.
And we debated on what we could do with such great power, and we decided to, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we could revive our little friend Trey? His body is still here. And so we did. We went to get him, plopped him on the table, and did a ritual for like 10 hours to revive our buddy. And now he's alive again.
Yeah, your grumpy ghost buddy is no longer a ghost anymore after being dead
He's
for like
just
a couple
a
months.
grumpy buddy.
He's just a grumpy buddy.
It's
Oh, yeah.
gonna be hard for him to get used to life
Try to live.
being alive.
Yeah, considering, he's been dead for like how many months. So having a physical form and having all sorts of, normal bodily functions like needing to eat, sleep, all the like, yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to again for him. But yeah. So many interesting things you can do with the ability to resurrect or reincarnate people. I'm sure the rest of you won't be getting any ideas whatsoever
Russell's
from that.
innocently.
Not that the rest of actually no wait, you guys do kind of know what happened with Penn, didn't you? Yeah, that kind of came up. Not last time, but in his introduction.
And we don't know in character yet, but Pentus has some ideas.
Yeah. You don't know how long ago that happened, just that it did. But yeah, Penn might be coming up with some ideas anyway. So after all of that, after spending hours upon hours preparing the ritual to resurrect Trey, you guys are tired, exhausted, but filled with a sense of significant accomplishment, considering what you just did is nothing short of a miracle. Reviving people is not super common, even among errants. It happens, but it's exceedingly rare. This is the exception rather than the norm. So that's something you have a lot of time to muddle on. And it's so late in the day that Tyrion suggested that you guys simply spend the night, recharge, rest before you make the journey back to town, because it's at least, an hour, 2 hours back to Sunshale.
It's a while, yeah.
It's a while. You need some time to rest, and especially Kumainos, considering he was the one mainly performing the ritual, so he's not doing so hot.
EEP.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to do, or say, or talk to anyone before you rest?
I'm going to fucked up bed.
I lay here. Good night.
Sleep on the table. Good night.
Kumainos just face like slams his face down onto the table and just conks out right there.
Oh,
He might be dead, you don't know.
gonna check his pulse.
Don't fucking touch me.
Alright, just making sure you're alive.
Do you actually
I think-
touch him?
No, I'm not gonna touch him. He said not to touch him.
Yeah, considering Ash always threatens to stab people who try to touch him, so you know how he feels right now.
I think we'll just let him rest.
What gave you that idea?
Really good idea. We
Yeah.
should find somewhere else to rest, perhaps.
I'm gonna check if there's room.
Oh, what are you
Good luck
looking for?
finding.
I'm gonna check the doors over here.
Oh, you're looking for like rooms or something.
Yeah.
So, Ash, it's not on the map, but just
Mhm.
imagine that it is. You open the doors, and I don't know if you guys remember what was up there before, but those were the rooms that had all of the tanks and pods in them before.
Yes,
Like
all
life
of this,
support.
all of the life support pods. You can sleep in
Oh
those.
yeah.
Yeah. They're still functional, empty, but they're functional. They're not exactly the most comfortable of spaces to sleep, considering whatever gets put in there gets put into some form of suspended animation, but it's reclined. There's somewhere to lie down, but not super comfortable. And if you're claustrophobic, not the best place. I mean, you could keep the top open and probably be fine, but still, it's like sleeping in a box or a coffin if you don't mind that, I guess. It's quiet though.
Huh. All right. So there's some fancy coffins if you want to lay in and get some rest.
Mm.
Better than the table at least.
I think you picked the worst possible person to tell that to.
Miles chooses not to answer.
Yeah, Kimanos is probably just passed the fuck out, so he doesn't respond to you.
He is simply trying to fucking sleep.
All right.
Let's leave him be, okay?
He chooses the table.
I mean, Crew has slept in worse places, like, in his workshop, with his face, like, smashed down on all of his tools. Yeah.
I guess that's where tiredness gets you.
Mm-hmm. You don't care where you sleep if you're that tired, you just... As long as you can find somewhere to rest your head, it's fine.
Question, Fo.
Mm-hmm.
With Trey, since he's alive, how tired is he right now?
I mean, considering you just revived him and using all of the life energy that's around, I forgot to disable that module, whatever. Considering all of the life energy that's infused into this place, he looks both energized and tired at the same time. If a little disoriented and maybe somewhat confused. Because being alive again, it's a bit of a trying experience, to say the least. I mean, you can somewhat relate, Doc. You know, being nothing at first and then suddenly having newfound awareness and things like that. It's disorienting, it's kind of weird. So you kind of have an idea of what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, Trey, how you feeling right now?
When you call out to Trey, he doesn't seem to react at first. He seems distracted, kind of still staring down at himself in disbelief, kind of rotating his limbs and checking the range of motion, seeing how his new arm fits, considering he was resurrected without his right arm below the elbow, but Crew went and made him a mechanical prosthetic. But after a couple of seconds, he seems to snap out of it and glances over his shoulder to you. Huh? Oh, sorry. Well, what did you say? I didn't catch that.
I was just wondering how you're feeling. Are you, like, tired? Are you awake?
He purses his lips for a second, trying to come up with an answer for you. I'm not sure. Everything feels kind of weird right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel. Eventually he shrugs. Ask me again in an hour or so and I might feel different. But right now, I don't feel tired or anything like that. It might catch up to me soon, I don't know.
Yeah, I can probably relate to that. So, we're gonna go take a nap because reviving you was a tiring experience, to say the least. So, maybe you could take a run around this lab and see how you feel after that once you get used to having limbs again.
Trey nods. Yeah, I think I might go do that. It's been a while since I've gone for a walk, so sounds kinda nice right about now.
I'm sure we'll meet up later and then we'll get out of here.
He nods again. Yeah, sure. You guys look really beat, so I'll let you rest, I guess.
Sure thing.
Trey starts to wander off, but as he passes you, Pent, he exchanges a look. And he looks like he wants to say something or is about to say something, but seems to hesitate and then moves on.
Just tilt his head.
Gonna shove Crew out the way.
Career is probably pretty beat himself, so he'll be probably the second to just conk out for the day.
He's probably napping in his mobile workshop.
Yeah, he summons his mobile workshop and then just passes out in there.
I think that's what we're doing. We're resting because we don't want to be exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Okay, doke.
And
So
hopefully no one thinks we're missing again.
So you guys decide to rest for the next couple of hours?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, if you guys have expended anything, you may go ahead and click rest for the day on your sheets.
Get all the spells back.
So I need to check something real quick because something happens during your rest period.
Uh-oh.
Look what you did. It's all your fault, DG.
How
Well.
is it my fault?
What? How is that anything's DG's fault?
I know it's his fault. I feel it.
No, I agree.
What the heck? I'm
Look
not
at
the
him.
one coming up with dastardly plans for this game.
I will contest that statement. Anyway. So, you guys decide to rest for the next while, and even though it was the middle of the afternoon, all of that work, all of that preparation took a lot out of you guys. And you find yourselves just absolutely exhausted and resting for a bit longer than normal. Like, you think you'd be out for like at least 12 hours or so, probably. Doc, for you, rest doesn't exactly come easy, especially being back in the underground labs. Although stuff has changed since you guys were last here, and changed significantly, and probably for the better, if you had to be honest. It's still not exactly a place full of pleasant memories for you. You were created here, after all, and even with all of the plant growth, it's hard to ignore the coldness of the place. It's still very clinical. You can still see the machines, the lights, all of the silhouettes of the tanks around you. Still not very pleasant to look at. So it's hard to get any good rest around here, as peaceful as it seems. And Q minus, rest isn't easy for you either, despite being surrounded by all of this life energy. It's a lot, and especially being close to a source this large, this massive, and this vibrant. It's like trying to sleep with headlights blaring through your window. It's kind of difficult. And I don't know if you could call them dreams exactly, but being this close to a Sybil tree, you get glimpses and noises. Just a big cacophony of sound. Can't really pick out anything in particular. It's like listening to city traffic outside your window. It's both loud and quiet at the same time. Also, a little hard for you to get rest. But you think if you were to try and focus, you could probably pick out things or look for something in particular if you wanted.
Well, he is a bit of a busybody. Sure, he would make the attempt.
Alright. is there anything in particular that you'd like to sift through or look for?
As of the current second, I don't think there's like a specific thing that you would have in mind.
Nothing specific? Not even including a certain family member?
See, he has a lot of like complicated feelings there, so he's been avoiding that subject.
I see, okay. Alright then. I'm gonna roll something real quick and see what you find.
Okie dokie.
Let's go with a 100. Okie doke.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
That looks good.
Alright, this is a
9.
9. Alright. With a 9. Beneath all of the light and the noise, you're able to pierce through that veil to, I guess you could describe it as the shadows and the darkness beyond. It's like trying to see what's ahead of you while holding a flashlight, but the glare is so bright you can't really see details outside of that field of vision. And the best way I can describe it's not oppressive, it's just you don't see them more than feel them, just an impression that you get that there's something, maybe a lot of things, flitting around and lurking in that darkness beyond what you can see, watching, waiting, and you just know the faintest sense of maybe an inkling that that dark presence that used to hassle you is somewhere in there. And if you were to look hard enough, you might notice its gaze, hear its whispers. You've not managed to shrug off its attentions just yet. It's simply waiting, biding its time. And you also get the sense that it's plotting something. You're not sure what, but Echidneron is not the type of entity that gives up on anything so easily. And it's rather tenacious, stubborn, like a weed or a cockroach. And whatever it's planning, you get the sense that it doesn't bode well for you or for anyone else.
A very fun feeling.
Mm-hmm. And then, oh yeah, I have one more. Not for you, but somebody else. Pent. Hi.
How's it going?
For you? Not great.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to unpack, both with everything that's happened, where you are, and just everything you've been confronted with within the last, I guess, literally 24 to 48 hours. It's a lot. Having just escaped the clutches of the Suits and GenCorp a couple of weeks ago, this underground lab is very similar to the underground areas of the HQ back in Tortuga. You've been to a couple of different facilities. You've seen one, you've seen them all, pretty much. But seeing this place, knowing what it is, knowing what it was used for, it sort of traumatizes you all over again. Knowing the things that you did, the things that you were complicit in, triggers all sorts of bad feelings, nightmares, and especially the one lingering regret that haunts you to this day. You can almost see her face, crying, screaming. But if anything, what happened just a couple of hours before what happened with Trey, it gives you a glimmer of hope. You might be able to do something. But unlike Trey, you have one major hurdle standing between you and that one goal. You need to figure out where her body is if you want to be able to succeed. Without that, you've got nothing. And just that knowledge alone, it sort of stokes a fire in you. Borderline obsessive. You don't know if it's your own desires or if it's just fueled by whatever has given you power. Combination of both, maybe. But you have something that drives you even more right now. And that fire kind of helps you fixate on that. On that part, you know that's not entirely your idea. And the hell flame drives you forward. It's a weird feeling, actually. Something to think about. Oh. And whether or not you guys decide to get up during that time, you're fairly awake right now, not entirely finished with your rest, but Trey's back.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah, Trey's back, and the three of you who had weird stuff happen during the night, at some point you're just lying there, awake, and you do notice that Trey's returned. Sitting there at the table, his feet kind of propped up against it as he reclines back and stares up at the weird ethereal canopy above from Hesperides' tree. And it's kind of hard to ignore the piercing, icy glow of his eyes, however faint it is.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to sleep, or anyone want to pester him?
I think
Well, like a boogie monster.
I mean, he kind of is. He's kind of a... he's still kind of ghosty, not full ghost, but you know, he still got stuff that sticks around. So he's kind of half ghosty.
Hey, you know what? Sure. Fuck it. Let's pester him. And then I'll pester Cole afterwards.
Sure, we all
Pent
wake
will,
up.
Pent will sit up, unable to sleep, and will walk up nearby Trey.
I crunch my way there.
So.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
So, back to living, huh?
Trey is leaning back in his chair, his hands sort of propped up behind his head. And he tilts his head to glance at you, Pent, when you speak. Yeah, I guess there's no other way to put it. Kinda weird. After being a ghost for like 6 months.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't imagine, really. I could only imagine that it is a surreal experience. Quite literally.
Trey
Be dead and
flashes
then
you.
not.
Yeah. Trey flashes you a wry smile. Yeah, it really is. Even being a ghost was kind of a weird experience for me at first. And as Trey mentions that, you see his expression shift a little bit to something a little more solemn, I guess. Like it bothers him a tiny bit. I don't know how much you know about me or my situation. And then, where the heck is Doc right now? Is he over here? Or
Over here?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey tilts his head to wherever Doc is. Like, he assumes you're still sleeping, not actually there, but he knows where you went. But he tilts his head over in your direction. Yeah, I don't know how much you know about me, what I am, my situation. But
I'm just... God.
I was never, I guess, what you'd call a real person. He lifts his hands up and makes air quotes as he says the word real. I was a copy of someone, a reflection, a magical construct. I was summoned, intended to be made into, I guess, something like you. Nods at you. An infiltrator, a spy. But I was defective. And I would have been disposed of if the higher-ups hadn't intervened. If I hadn't shown them that I was, and he smiles bitterly, capable. I'm sure you know what that means.
Pent will hold a hand to its chin in thought. Well, as for the not being a, quote, real person, I did notice that when we had discovered your body, one of the arms was crushed in a strange way. No dried blood, nothing of the sort. Doc then informed me of your... then Doc actually, no, wait, that was missing, because... Stares at Doc. Someone ate it.
You see Trey make a weird smirk. Like he's both amused by the situation, but also kind of amused by your whole demeanor about that incident. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, he did that. He did ask me beforehand, but Doc's
Certainly
kind
hope
of a
so.
weird. Doc's kind of a weird guy. I don't know if you've noticed.
A little bit, but I would wager no weirder than. I would wager only a little weirder than anyone else in the group.
Trey lifts his robotic arm and starts flexing the wrist and rotating it. He was curious about my composition. I'm kind of a weird entity. No, I might look human. I might feel like flesh and bone. But if I get hurt, the illusion breaks, and since absorbing a nice chunk of me, Doc is kind of the same way. Not exactly the same, but similar. The mirror illusion hides what he really is.
Well, looks like a person, acts like a person, feels like a person. Might as well be a person.
You notice Trey smile a little at that. Yeah, I guess so. I don't think I would have been able to leave behind a ghost if I hadn't been a person.
Well, means you had a soul, one way or the other. Far as I think,
No.
at least.
He nods. Yeah.
So, soul like a person? Might as well be a person.
It used to bother me a long time ago. Not long after I was created. I didn't know if I was a person at all. Just a copy. But I think all those doubts went away the moment I died and came back. Kinda fucked up if you think about it.
You had literal imposter syndrome and you told it the moment you died. It's a little fucked up. But hey,
Trey falls
you're
Trey
here
falls
now.
silent. Yeah. He falls silent and stares at you in consideration. Speaking of fucked up, stares pointedly at you. If I remember right, you were one of the new guys. I think I saw you once or twice back at HQ.
We did see each other a few times in passing. Yes, this is correct.
Trey purses his lips, staring at you sidelong, and he falls silent again. And you see that same expression that he had when he was passing you the first time when he went for his walk. Like he wants to broach something, but isn't quite sure how to go about it.
Is there something you want to ask? By all means, please do. If we're to work together, there's no real point in leaving things unsaid.
Trey seems to think about that for a second. Eventually, he sighs and nods and folds his arms over his chest, although he's still sitting with his legs propped up on the table, reclined in his chair. So, I know what you are and what your job was. Your heart, after all, were. You probably. I don't know if you remember what my job was.
You were a diamond, if I recall.
Nods. Do you remember specifically what my job was?
I kept a semi-tab on what the other branches did, but I can't particularly remember what yours was.
You can actually. I think you might have suits lore. If you do, you can.
I
roll
definitely
that.
do. I definitely have. Well, okay, I do have expert suits lore. This is true. So let's
Yeah,
go ahead and roll that.
Go ahead and roll it. See what you know about your coworker or former coworker.
Hog, literally invaluable lore skill for the party.
All right.
23.
All right. So Pent, you might not have worked with Trey directly, but being a hearts agent and being, the sort of person that likes to know a lot about their situation in a given circumstance, you made a point of at least knowing a little bit about your fellow suits agents after you were formally inducted. From what you remember of Trey, he was the 3 of diamonds. And
I do remember that.
And he was, I wouldn't say unremarkable, but he kind of kept to himself. He was kind of a dick when he was alive. Very, very standoffish, kind of grumpy, surly. Not too different from how he is now, but certainly a lot less likable. And you do recall that his job was... So, when it comes to diamonds, their division is usually in charge of asset management.
Yep.
Assets usually being... Well, in the case of the Diamond Bros that you dealt with before, they dealt with money. They dealt with the money side of things.
Liquidation, management, gaining, crypto.
Yeah. Or like cooking the books in the case of
Yeah.
I'm the 4 of
Fraud.
diamonds. Yeah. Well, in the case of Miss Jewel, the ace of diamonds, and Trey, they dealt with the assets themselves. Trey, in particular, his job was overseeing acquisition and transfers. So he was responsible for getting new specimens and making sure that they got to their intended locations. And from what Trey is hinting at, he might know a little bit about certain assets, including a certain asset that you were assigned to help bring in or scout.
Well, diamonds did deal in majority asset management, directly and indirectly. In the case of I'm and the other one. Straight oddballs, those two.
At the mention
does
of
spring to
I'm and
mind.
Ocho. Yeah, at the mention of I'm and Ocho, he rolls his eyes. Yeah, don't remind me.
I think I mentioned this in our initial chat. We called that. They're off to start something what they call what was it, bank and breakfast.
No, it was a brunch and bank, B&B.
Brunch and break, yeah. something they called the Brunson Bank. I think the name's a little self-explanatory.
You see Trey visibly face palm. Oh god. I knew those
That's gonna rise
fuckers
on
were
his
weird,
face.
but that's weird. Whatever. I'm sure I'll run
Well-
into them eventually.
Well, better out in the world and doing something comparatively harmless than working for our former employers. They still might commit fraud, though. They probably will. It's them.
Probably. So much for laying low. But
Well, I'm not exactly lying low now, am I?
Trey smiles wryly at you. Yeah, definitely not laying low.
We have a resurrected person in our care, a social media, an aspiring social media influencer, at least 2 different of GenCorp's escaped creations, and 1 actively rogue suits agent. Well, former. Quite the aspiring group, I'd say.
Trey nods in agreement. Yeah, definitely is. And seeing you here, I think I understand why.
Though, on the topic of asset management, question does come to mind about the... Well, actually, would you... how long ago did the girl die whose name I forget because it's been a long time, and how long ago did Trey die?
So Trey died approximately. He died over the summer, so he died like 3 months ago at this point. Yeah.
Alright.
What happened with Pence, that would have actually been a couple of months prior than that. So probably
Okay.
spring.
So- Okay.
Like late
And
spring.
what was the girl's name? Yeah. What was the girl's name?
What was her name? I think I have it here. So her name was Scintilla. I forget the
Scintilla.
last name. But
I'll just...
Pence
Yeah, I'll just
used to
check
call
my
her
notes.
Tilly, and she was the only one that, yeah, he was the only one she allowed to call her that. Let me see if I can find her name. One moment. Like her full name. I'm pretty sure I have it. I had it in my notes. But yeah, Scintilla was her name, but Pent called her Tilly.
Yeah. Do you know what became of the... You can see him struggling to think of a word for this. Do you know what's happened with the end results, he'll say with heavy air quotes, of a girl known as Scintilla?
You see Trey's expression darken at the mention of the name. And eventually he nods. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. It was kind of fucked up what happened to her.
Incredibly.
I remember her name. simply because of how young she was. Not the youngest I'd seen, but definitely up there. Scintilla Solaire, I think was her name. After she was brought in for entity extraction, the procedure failed, and she died along with the entity, supposedly. And normally, when it comes to failed experiments or expired specimens, they're usually slated for disposal. But I remember at the time that they were putting resources towards new experiments again. Particularly stuff dealing with life and death. So, I guess they thought she was too good of a subject to let rot in a basement or get turned to ash. So, if I remember correctly from the transfer files, they preserved her body and had it shipped out somewhere else.
You can see Penn's head visibly drop at the mention of shipped somewhere else. Well, I suppose hoping it would have been easy would have been foolish.
Trey notices your expression and then glances aside. Now, I wouldn't exactly call it hopeless.
Well, hoping it would be easy would be foolish.
Well, I wouldn't exactly... I wouldn't exactly call it difficult, but not exactly easy either, but easier than you'd expect. The facility she got shipped to, there's only 2 that I know of that deal with experiments revolving around life and death. The one geared towards creating life, aside from here, there's one I know that's in Dendra. Those are life experiments, being so close to the Great Tree. The other one, though... Trey falls silent, looks very distinctly uncomfortable. The other one deals with...
Can I interject here?
Oh, is Ash, like, standing there?
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. You say that, can I interject? And it startles Trey out of his little, I guess, conversation. Startles him so much, in fact, that he falls backwards from the chair onto the ground. It's like, oh, fuck.
What happened? Seen a ghost?
Penn will facepalm.
Shoots a icy blue glare at you, Ash. Shut the fuck up. How long were you standing there for?
It was quite a while since you started talking.
And you
Man.
didn't say anything sooner?
It wasn't important until now.
Man, I must be losing touch with my skills because I had no idea you were there. Shit.
You did only get revived less than 12 hours ago, to be fair.
Anyway, would you happen to be talking about the facility in Caledon.
Trey will stare at you, Ash, and nod slowly. Actually, I don't remember if Trey actually knows that what Ash knows. I don't think he does. I think the only person that knows is Doc, actually. I don't know if Trey was present when that happened. I don't think he was. Oh, he might have been. I don't remember, but I'm just
I
gonna.
can't remember either.
I'm
I
just gonna.
think he might have. Maybe.
I think he might have been present, but I don't think it was discussed with Trey because Doc managed to find out Ash's history from absorbing
No.
a sample, but Trey doesn't know what happened there. So Trey will stare at Ash for a while.
I think Trey knows some basic info that Ash has a lot of history in Calvin.
Yeah, I think Trey will know that much at least. Oh yeah. I know you're from Caledon, but how do you know about the facility there?
He will produce the pictures of his friends. And this is what's been done to them, and I'm assuming it's likely what happened to that girl as well.
Just stares.
Now, from what I can remember, these were like a prototype experiment. And this was done, I want to say, more than a year ago. So there could be some changes. But I feel we're all heading for the same direction.
Trey will pick himself off of the floor and brush the leaves off of his clothing. Yeah, I was about to say. You're going north, so the facility's up that way. So I'll glance over at Trey. You're a little bit closer to your goal than you might have realized.
Well, he'll put on a half stoic face and just fold his arms behind his head. Well, I hope the resurrection spell doesn't. Hopefully, maybe doesn't find a interesting version of them. Maybe. Even if it's the last thing I do, I intend to revive that girl because I'm the reason she's dead.
Trey will glance away from you, mumble. Yeah, I know. I know what happened to you too.
If I find the bastard who, and if she's been turned, and if I find the bastard who did it, well, let's just say he might not want to wish he's been alive anymore. Maybe.
You'd have to beat me there.
No, I can't say I blame either of you.
Well, if you beat me there, I certainly won't try and stop you. the man has had many chances to perform, to give those under him mercy. He has given them none.
Trey nods. Well, your reason for being here is kind of the same as mine. I got tired of letting it happen, subjecting others to the same fate I would have experienced if I hadn't become this. Gestures down at himself. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I did my job. My unfinished business is done. But I don't know if it's enough.
Well, as far as I see it, join the wild cards like I did. Start acting against and continue your little rebellion against GenCorp in your own way. You could also stick with us. You could also never go unappreciated. And you'll never work for a company that you're familiar with. Even if they're an interesting group of fellows. Eyes Ash. Side eyes Ash.
Uh,
Trey
Or
will...
just
Yeah.
go off the radar and never to be seen again. They're all perfect fine options. No one would blame you for it. No one would. I don't think anyone here would hold anything against you if you chose any one of them.
Trey sighs and nods. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot to think about. For the longest time, what I wanted more than anything was to be real, be normal. Anything but a suits agent, anything but a reflection. And now that I have that chance, I don't really know what I want to do with it.
Once one achieves that goal, even in very unexpected ways, it can be hard to latch on to another one. I thought I had mostly accepted what had happened, but here I am faced with the reality of it. I could undo the worst parts of my past. I find myself, but just before that, I was like, what do I do now? Which is all kind of a means to an end. As much as it is not bad to work for the wild cards, nor this little very bad misfits. Just a little aimless. Now I have something to work towards again. Well, aside from putting GenCorp into the ground for good.
Trey stares at you for a long time, and it seems like consideration. It doesn't help. It doesn't help you live with knowing the things you did. Do you think you deserve to be forgiven for it?
No, I really don't, honestly. I'll be surprised if we succeed in reviving Zintil. I'll be surprised if she ever wants to talk to me again in her lifetime. I coerced her into horrible, horrible things. Being an experiment. So no, I really don't know. The only thing that I think I'm even remotely deserving of is seeking atonement.
You see Trey's eyebrows lift slightly. He doesn't say anything for a good moment or two. But eventually he nods. I say, I get it. I think you do have your heart in the right place. I think that's good enough.
Whatever has gifted, whatever and however I've obtained these abilities of mine, I will put them to use until my dying breath. Whensoever that may be.
Trey chuckles a little bit. Be careful what you wish for, Fox Boy. You wouldn't want death coming for you too quickly.
Well, I put myself in the front of everything. My wishes have always been well placed.
Trey will seat himself back in his chair and resume his leaning and reclining. Well, that was a nice chat. But I think you guys should probably try and get more sleep or something. I'll probably be here for a while. I still don't feel tired. Probably a byproduct of being revived. I don't fucking know. It's weird.
Well, you've currently got the longest record for longest sleep cycle. Smiles Vira.
Squints.
Just saying.
Haha, very funny. Fuck you.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Even though Trey kind of insults you, there's the tiniest hint of an amused smirk on his face. Admittedly, that jab was actually pretty funny.
Of course it was. Fuck, I love Dark Hero. I love actual
to take a joke.
Nice. I love actually comedic Dark Humor. It's fucking perfect.
Anybody else want to talk to Trey while he's just hanging around? Squint at Doc.
I think Doc will have woken up, but then he see Trey talk with Pent, and he's like, leave them be, and tries to nap somewhere else that's not in a pod.
Okay.
To get better sleep.
It's like, they're talking. Okay, I'm gonna fuck off. Okay, bye-bye. Alright. So if that is it for the evening conversations, you guys eventually go back to sleep, complete your rest. Trey eventually does as well, because, being resurrected does leave you a little bit tired, but his, sleeping is kind of fucked up. Ugh. And by the time... What? Oh. By the time you guys finish your rest, it's still really early in the morning. Before dawn. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead a couple of hours. There we go. Okay. Your rest cycle is completed. It is now like 4:30 in the morning. It's still dark outside, not like you guys would know because you're underground.
Good morning.
Yeah. Although the funny thing is, the tree itself, the Sybil tree, it did dim a little bit, and all the facility lights were out. By the time morning comes, it seems to reflect the movement of the sun, I guess. So the facility seems to be slowly brightening. It's still kind of dark. But yeah, your rest cycle completes.
I mean, if you're stuck down here, you might as well have a sun down here.
Oh, yes, it is morning, early morning, but yes.
Over here. Oh, over here.
Wow.
Just up from sleeping on leaves. Okay. Note to self: sleeping in pods just sucks.
I would imagine as such.
Could be worse.
Probably so. How's Combinus looking?
Fucking tired.
Is someone gonna wake him up?
You can do it.
Of course you'd say that. Okay, let's see.
Gonna let Huminos just continue face desking.
I'll do this.
Walks over. Poke, poke.
Poke, poke.
Yeah,
Ash.
just gentle prods.
Ash goes over with the telekinetic hand and pokes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
It's time to wake up, Humanos.
I have a prehensile penis.
Doesn't really feel like it's time to wake up.
Is that not a...
Well, that would likely still feeling the after effects of the resurrection spell
Part of the deal would only
of having cast it.
Fine. So, is this something you need, or are we just getting ready to leave?
Think we're getting ready to leave. I mean, I have some great energy drink if you want it.
Oh yes.
That does not sound particularly appetizing, if I'm being honest with you.
No, it's not. It's absolutely horrifically addictive and terrible.
Are you gonna give him that off-brand slop?
It was only offered as a joke.
Okay, good.
Listen, one of the party members, one of the little members of the group, and that I defected from the suits with, was an automaton vending machine that made the stuff and sold it.
Gross.
I wish I was joking.
That sounds unclean.
That stuff's a health hazard. I had to go on a rescue job just to save someone from overdosing on that stuff.
Yes, it is horrible. I constantly try to get my body to not drink it, but Ocho and well, I think it was I'm specifically. I'm was like unsavable from it.
Yeah, wasn't one of the party members actually addicted to that stuff?
I think it was I'm pretty
It
sure it
was-
was I'm.
It was I'm, and Ocho would kind of like drink stuff a little bit too, but I was definitely addicted to it. Grave Energy is the #1 drink, a beverage of choice in all of Midgard. I need to find that ad speech that Kobu did. Anyway, Tyrion walks up at the perfect time to hear something about addiction. I'm sorry, I heard something about addiction and grave energy drinks.
Yeah, one of the many inert shell companies of GenCorp.
Tyrion frowns.
We were traveling with the automaton, with an automaton who dispensed the stuff alongside being an assassin. I swear to you, this is all real.
Tyrion stares blankly at you.
He had a card and every. Here, no. Pen will take out his phone and will literally show a picture of Grave, or fuck, I forgot his name.
It's Grave,
Grave.
yeah.
Yeah, Grave in battle mode. Like full frontal face pic, or like picture.
Tyrion will stare at the picture and just utterly speechless. But then he'll
He can
take a
turn
step
himself back into a vending machine, swipe to the left. Just a normal ass vending, just the same vending machine, not in battle mode.
You know, they got those upstairs.
Tyrion continues to stare at the picture, and when he steps back, he simply goes, "Noted." And he pulls out his phone and actually starts typing out something, like he's actually taking notes. I'll have to refer that information to our intelligence division.
You will be pleased or unpleased to know that he is, I think, off-world? He'll shrug.
That catches Tyrion's attention. I'm sorry, what?
I did not. No, there was no stutter there. There was this off-world portal through our prior escapades, and last I saw him, he was on his way back to Tortuga, to the main Isle of Tortuga, to pick up a robot. It took up another automaton that he had befriended, and to take her exploring through the portal.
Tyrion just stands there in
Different
silence.
planets.
Romantic robot.
I promise you this is all real, despite how absurd it sounds.
Who's the damn everywhere? I can't see.
Oh, he's eating cardboard. I'm gonna, pause. Yeah, when we get back to town, I'm gonna have to make a few calls. Because I've heard nothing about this.
It was only in the last few weeks that all of this went down, and it was on a hard to find island off the coast of Tortuga. As far as I'm aware now, that one of my former comrades and a famous adventurer, well, semi-famous adventurer, are setting up shop to perform actual routine expeditions through the portal.
Stare. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make a few calls. Normally, I'm in the know about a lot of things. This is new.
I would imagine. I can give you a full report if you so. I can give you a full run through of the events if you so wish.
Tyrion nods slowly. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Sure, seeing as we're likely to stay in Sheridan for an extra day or two, then I would be happy to give a report of all of that.
Meanwhile, Ichiro here, seeing it all, didn't say a thing to Tyrion.
Oh yeah,
No,
Ichiro knows
true.
everything.
No, he was there. Ichiro can vouch for every single bit of this. He had joined us. He had joined us at the behest of the international police during this whole ordeal.
Glares over shoulder at Ichiro, who's just leaning against one of the machines in the back. Yeah, you didn't cover any of this in your briefing. We're gonna have to have a very long conversation when we get back. Ichiro shrugs and just kind of goes, yeah, sure, whatever.
He doesn't give a single fuck.
Nope.
I love it.
It wasn't convenient at the time.
Yeah, that's exactly his excuse. It's like,
That's
you
true.
didn't ask, so I didn't tell. You expect me to tell you
wasn't-
everything I get up to? No, fuck you.
I'm sure
You're an
he sent
ally
a
of the Wild
postcard
Cards,
to
not
you.
the owner.
No, I'm sure he sent a postcard. It'll get to you in about 3 to 4 business weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna mail. It's just coming.
Hi, saying hello from Tortuga.
As Tyrion is recovering from all that information, he face palms, sighs, pushes his glass sip back up the bridge of his nose. Anyway, I'm assuming you're all rested.
As best as we can get.
Well enough, anyway. Sure.
Yeah.
More or
Tyrion
less.
nods. Alright then. I guess it's time to start considering your game plan. I assume you're headed north?
That is the first step. Yeah.
Well, I promised getting there. Yeah. That place is pretty closed off, if I remember right.
Tyrion shrugs. Not really. I wouldn't say closed off. You can pass
Socially.
through the border easily enough. They're open to tourists and immigrants. It's just Tyrion tilts his head to one side and makes a face. There's a lot of cultural complexities going on up there. Smiles wryly. But yeah, getting into Kaladin's not hard. Just it's easy as booking a ticket on a plane or something like that, or driving across the border. But I might have mentioned this before, but our family doesn't exactly have a lot of pull that far north. Kaladin in particular is a little insular. They're very nationalistic. They like to keep things to themselves, although in recent years they've been accepting a lot more foreigners to work in the country to assist with their, let's call it, overburdened legal system. And as Tyrion is explaining all this, the expression on his face is... he's trying very hard to be polite in how he describes the situation, but he's saying all this through practically gritted teeth. He's trying very hard to be polite and hold his tongue a little.
Right, for someone here, yes.
Yeah. But, I don't know if Ash has explained anything about Kaladin, or if it was previously explained to the party what Kaladin is like or what's going on there.
You might be
Somewhat.
putting it a little too lightly, Tyrion.
But, I guess I can probably just, re-explain what Kaladin's like and what the situation is up there for anyone that's forgotten or doesn't know. So, Kaladin is sort of based off of Scotland thematically. Their main thing, though, is that culturally they're very insular, borderline nepotistic. They, I wouldn't call them isolationist, maybe economically a tiny bit. They prefer more homegrown businesses as opposed to allowing big international corporations in, etc. They're fine with foreigners working in the country. That's normal. That's considered normal. The main hurdle in the country, though, is their somewhat messed up legal system. So, when it comes to Kaladin's legal system, Trials aren't exactly fair. You can get railroaded extremely easily, especially if somebody does not like you or they manage to orchestrate a smear campaign against you that paints you in a not too positive light, which is not too unlike normal, like real life Scotland, apparently. They do not require hard evidence. Simply character witnesses or circumstantial evidence is enough to convict you. So, yeah, if things look pretty bad or, not too nice a picture is painted of you, you can get convicted extremely easily, which has led to a lot of wrongful convictions in Kaladin. And it's only in the last decade or so that outside forces have kind of gone in and said, yeah, this kind of goes against a lot of human rights. You're not allowed to do this anymore. Fix your shit. And there's been a lot of overturned cases or retrials, and it's really, really severely burdened the legal system to the point where a lot of the errants in Kaladin are actually not just employed in, the typical monster hunting exploration kind of stuff that errants everywhere else are employed in, but they also employ them to assist in legal stuff, so mainly casework, investigations, things like that. So it's a lot of clerical work. It's very boring and not nearly as exciting as a lot of other errant stuff, but there's a demand for it. So yeah, that's what Kaladin is like. But yeah,
So-
it's kind of fucked up.
So Doc, after hearing Tyrion say that, will just be kind of like, well, the hard part, is try to side eye towards Ash.
Tyrion will also side eye Ash a little bit.
Huh?
The rest of you kind of get a sense that there's a tiny bit of an elephant in the room, but you're not quite sure what it is.
What?
Hey, Danica,
Tyrion goes, nothing.
hang on. First person.
Absolutely nothing. I'm sure Tyrion will figure out a way to get that sorted.
Suppose it is a good time to mention that I'm a fugitive.
Yeah, just as Tyrion is about to open his mouth, stares at Ash and just goes, oh, so much for smoothing things over.
I mean, it's our band-aid. You gotta rip it off. Besides, I didn't do it.
Very compelling.
So yes, that is the main issue. We'd pretty much be carrying a wanted fugitive into the country that he fled from.
Well, what exactly is it that they believe that you did?
They believe that I've murdered my whole squad.
So I'm assuming that you have a different retelling of events.
I do.
Such as...
They were killed by something out in the woods.
I can see how you got convicted.
I-
Damn.
Oh
Damn,
my
that's
goodness,
crazy.
that's brutal.
That's cold.
Is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong. He is in fact correct. However, That is not a very convincing way to state your case.
Well, I totally didn't do it. Just trust me, guys. They got killed by something else out in the woods, but it totally wasn't me.
Oh no, he jumped in front of my gun. Oh no, what a tragedy. Why did he do that?
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 12 times.
Honestly, really impressive if you think about it.
It, they had gashes, lashes. They were practically mangled. He gets a little choked up. I held her in my hands till she died. I had gotten there late.
It's at that point that Tyrion will kind of step in, place a hand on Ash's shoulder. Yeah, so my friend Ash here was framed for murder, but there wasn't sufficient evidence linking him to the crime, simply circumstantial evidence. Some camera footage, things like that. But he was also framed, and he was forced to flee the country. And that's how he ended up in the service of our family. Someone in the wildcards got him out and entrusted his safety to us. Certainly helps that my sister does a lot of philanthropy work in regards to a lot of advocacy groups up north. Makes a face. As far as I'm aware, we don't have a lot of connections in Kaladin, except for one, I guess you could say. This wildcard contact works at a, what would you call it? An investigations agency. You might be able to...
A detective agency?
Yeah, something like that. An independent detective agency, private investigators. If you're headed up north, I'm sure you can probably find some connections up there, allies. But if you're planning on an extensive stay up north, I'm afraid we won't be able to help you as much as we could here.
Well, you're kind of cutting out again.
Hang on, let me leave and rejoin.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm back now.
Anyways, yes. If we intend to do an extended stay,
Yeah. If you intend on having an extended stay in Kaladin, our family doesn't exactly have a lot of resources up there, aside from the one agency. It's a little far out of our reach, so... what little help we're able to provide you, we'll try, but... I won't be able to oversee you directly.
you won't be able to come with us. That's what you're saying.
Tyrion makes a face and shrugs. I could, but I still have duties here and back in Bayport. I'll be traveling a lot between here and there. And
what
my
to do with this
sister.
facility, right?
Yeah, and doing some stuff regarding this facility. And my sister won't be able to help you out much either. She's got her own problems in Arcadia.
I see. So we'll have to find our own way to set up shop up there.
Yeah, but you won't be entirely out of luck. Like I said, we do have a wild card contact up there. The same one that helped Ash out.
So in a way, they'll be able to help Ash back in.
Probably. But I will say this. If you get into legal trouble up there, there's not a lot we can do.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Sure, it's an interesting case to solve, but I don't quite want to get into legal trouble myself.
Yeah, it's a whole mess up there, so if you do decide to go up north, you're gonna have to tread carefully to avoid stepping on too many toes.
Yes, we're incredibly good at that.
As loath as I am to say it, they're extremely corrupt up there. Let's be honest.
Can agree.
Pretty much the best way to roam free would be to clear Ash's name.
Now, the problem with that being, how do we go about that? I guess, well, I suppose it would be... Well, if you wanted to avoid most of the problem, so we could have a way to clear his name, we would put him under disguise, or hide his identity enough to where he doesn't get outed and we get in. We, by proxy, get in legal trouble until we can find evidence that it was not by his hand that his party was slain.
Mm-hmm.
Which would likely be in form of unveiling the facility that we're collectively after.
The facility we're after likely has connections to his case.
Very likely. So the easiest, even if it isn't by any means a guarantee, is we simply put Ash under disguise and pray people don't look too closely.
Well, Ash does already have a very convincing disguise.
Right now.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Name's not Ash, by the way.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's an
So,
alien.
Keck.
But still,
Damon.
Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is good to hear, Damon.
No, that feels weird.
Smirks. Well,
Tyrion
gotta have something
also
to call you
smirks.
by. Oh, gotta have
Tyrion
something to
also
call you by.
smirks. Well, seems like all the real names are just coming out of the woodwork now, huh?
Yeah. I let it
Yeah.
slip earlier, but not to these guys.
That catches Tyrion's attention. Oh, really? Who'd you tell?
I'm not telling you.
Ah, a secret, huh? I see. Fine. Sure, maybe it's just somebody you're sweet on. I'll leave it at that.
Lamau.
He's not gonna protest that. He's just gonna look away.
blush.
Bloosh.
Or maybe
That
it was
just-
just somebody that you used to know.
Tyrion will just, like, smirk even more broadly at that. Well, anyway, I know you guys aren't exactly squeaky clean, but not also entirely unwilling to get your hands dirty. But considering the environment up north, I hate to say it, but if you get into some serious trouble, I would suggest saving some funds in the off chance you have to pay somebody
Right.
off. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure
devoid
no
of
small
funds.
amount of money will buy people's silence or cooperation more than diplomacy, but you can try. Just
Oh,
money
yes.
talks.
That it does. You would be shocked at how much information I was able to obtain by simply paying people off.
So I know you're nice guys and all, but it's a whole different. It's a whole different environment up there. People are still nice, but
It's a lot of
there's
give and take.
it's a lot of give and take, and while there's benefits to snitching, you just got to pay more than what those benefits are worth in some circumstances. And they might be able to look the other way. That won't work for everybody necessarily, but will work for most.
Or we asked them really, really nicely. Would you kindly?
Tyrion lifts an eyebrow at you. Do you say that out loud, actually?
Yes, I do. And with the saying of that, I will take out my trump card.
Oh.
Not just showing it off.
No.
Trump card, suit stuff, standard deal.
Tyrion lifts an eyebrow and stares at you. But there's a smile on his face. He's actually kind of impressed.
Speaking of trump cards, do you intend to give trays back?
No.
Wait, who has it at the moment?
I think I do.
I think Huminos has it. At the mention of his trump card, Trey will glance across the table at Huminos and tilts his head.
What?
As much as I'd like it back, you guys did win it for me fair and square. You can keep it. I'll figure something else out.
You should be warned that they're making trump cards that are attuned to their particular individuals. So winning it off of people isn't really an option anymore, as far as I know.
Tyrion frowns. Or not Tyrion,
Oh,
Trey
really?
frowns.
They're actually putting security on those things.
Yes, I know. We were our group, our little band was the last to get issued the older standard.
Lucky you.
So, if any of you really, really feel like asking someone really nicely about if they would do something for you, please do ask.
Good to know.
A little bit of kindness goes a long way.
Or in your case, coercion.
It's mostly harmless.
Mostly.
Yeah, I can't say I've used it to. Well, the magics within are a little particular about what I can and can't suggest someone to do. And since the quote-unquote retraining is, I've only ever used it once or twice. Okay, maybe a few times, but it's all been for more or less innocuous purposes of simply removing an obstacle.
You are not helping your case at the moment, I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Tyrion stares at you, pent long and hard and kind of suspicious, as if wondering whether or not he should be worried.
the funniest move possible would be to use it. But that would be so stupid because we
I was-
just finished an LR.
Yeah, I was just thinking, wow, it would be really funny if Pent used it right now and used it on Tyrion or somebody else in the room.
You're still Tyrion to show its effectiveness.
I was also going to say, well, at least it doesn't have any long-lasting effects, unlike Finney's card, which kind of lobotomized the guy.
I mean, it kind of does though, because it literally makes them a friend.
Oh yeah, it does, but still not harmful effects like Finney's.
This is true. Oh, you should if you think mine is suspicious, you should have seen Finney's. His is, as far as I'm aware, effectively mentally lobotomized the person.
That sounds
Stairs.
not very effective.
It got him the information. It got him the information he wanted. So, whether or not the person. Think of the spell Modify Memory, but a more imprecise version of that, in which he got the information that he was modifying
Oh,
from the person. Mine is simply a modified version of the charm spell. Which of the two do you believe is the more dangerous of the two there?
you got a good point.
I rest my case.
What makes this even funnier is Finney was played by DG.
Yep, DG is talking about so fucking character. LOL.
Motherfucker.
Winky face.
I do evil things.
Yeah, this is what happens if you just let DG off the leash. It's kinda, a little unhinged.
And besides, there may come a point at which this little card is the only thing keeping us from getting in massive legal trouble, so I suggest you not stare a gift horse in the mouth. But I can refrain from using it if you also wish.
I have no issues.
I mean, considering where you're going, I think anything's fair game at this point. Trey mumbles. Man, I'm just now realizing my card was actually kind of shitty. All it did was make shields.
Do not underestimate the power of shields. Shields are what keep people alive, especially yourself.
I
Is
feel
that
like
when you
that's in
used
bad
it?
taste.
Stairs. Yeah, you get a death glare from Trey.
That was no intended insult. Simply a fact. Shields keep people alive. Whether a shield can keep you from getting crushed by falling boulders is usually a different matter entirely.
Stare.
I don't think you're helping yourself with
Ah,
this.
yes, a very compelling argument. The one thing that your thing is good at is actually not all that good.
Which makes you feel any better. Not many things can stop a falling boulder.
That is true.
Oh no, what if I simply had a trump card where I could instantly transport myself somewhere where there is not a falling boulder? That sounds rather nice, doesn't it?
But you know what you could. I won't disagree there.
I can already do that.
You know, I've only been alive for like 12 hours and I'm already regretting it. Fuck you. Continues grumbling in his seat.
What? Oh,
You're
I
not
forget
excellent.
because I don't think I'm familiar with it. What exactly does Trey's trump card do?
It is a modified version of Dancing Shield. So basically it just absorbs hits for him because Trey is a Starlit Span Magus. So he is a ranged guy. So definitely useful for him.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know what he's bitching about. he gets one that is actively helpful in combat.
Also, fun fact: Tyrion has one.
Yes, I believe that topic was broached. You have one from from an ace, if I recall.
I think it was a queen.
From a queen.
Queen of
Ah,
diamonds.
topic. Yes, I believe you made me look at it. The trump card from a Queen of Diamonds.
Tyrion will look a little uncomfortable for a second. Yeah, I mean, I do. My sister and I share it. We have it change hands every so often. In case
Yes,
anyone decides
revenge.
to go looking.
Indeed. Also me, the intrusive thoughts in the back of my head. Trump card to ask for the card. Trump card to ask for the card. Like, no, I won't do that, thank you.
Actually, I forget which trump card, what the Queen of Diamonds does. I think it actually... Oh, I remember.
You'd literally turn money into any supply you want on demand.
Basically, yeah, it
Wow.
uses cards. It can actually convert any object into equivalent amount of currency,
And vice versa.
and vice versa.
Funny.
I thought for a second there, I thought it was the one that alters the perceived value of an object. But that's the King of Diamonds. But yeah, no, still useful. Yeah. So Tyrion can literally create money virtually out of nowhere, or turn a pile of money into something of equivalent value.
Very funny.
I may have stolen that ability from High Card.
Like the Midas touch.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Midas touch type thing, but it goes both ways. It only works for objects, though, not people or anything organic.
I turn a billionaire into $1 billion.
I turn a billionaire into $1 billion. Okay.
We go find fake Elon, we turn his mech, we turn the remains of his mech into millions upon millions of gold.
There is tech Fae, right? They exist, I hope.
We literally had to battle this world's Elon Musk in a fucking battle mech.
But
Yeah.
but I also did tell Foe that the King of Diamonds can work on people. And that's funny.
Yeah, the King of Diamonds can actually work on people. So the King of Diamonds card actually alters the perceived value of a given thing. Also works on people. So you can use the card and say, "You're worth nothing," and then people will ignore you. Or you can point it at somebody. "Oh, you're worth like the X amount of money," and suddenly you're famous, and people will, look at you differently.
This is how we get crew extra famous.
But it's also good for stealing things, making valuable objects worthless, and nobody wants it. But I don't remember who has that card right now. It's in the hands of an agent, a wild card, or someone else.
I don't know. I just came up with the card. It just was funny.
But yeah, anyway, I digress.
But yes.
Anyway, it seems you guys have a plan. Just a matter of getting things organized before you go. Well, I definitely recommend, grabbing what you want now. I'm sure you'll still have opportunities, but stuff's different up in Caledon. And if you have any business here in Sunshell, I'd say wrap it up now. I'll still be around, so if there's anything else, like, rent, business, or whatever, I can handle that for you, I guess. but
Oh, great. You can handle the rent from my apartment.
I'm not paying your monthly rent. I'm just saying I can manage it for you. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's up to you to pay your rent. I can just ensure that it gets paid.
I see now. Gotcha. But yeah,
I
we should
mean,
pray.
yeah, I might have a lot of money, but don't push it, buddy.
That's your
Anyway.
buddy, pal.
I'm not your buddy guy.
We should probably get back to Sunshell before it gets too late.
Too late. It's 5 in the morning.
Too late for my
5:30
breakfast.
5:30
Fair.
actually.
You gotta get things sorted. Sure, you got a lot of people you need to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you've got any friends or, people here that you see on a regular basis, might want to let them know you're going to be gone for a while. Don't know when you're going to be back, how long this will take. Best not to let anyone worry.
That's what I intend to do.
Alright then, well, unless you guys have any other business with, Miss, Tall, Pretty, and Leafy over there, I guess we'll get going. And Tyrion will start striding away before flashing a smile and a wink in Hesperides' direction. The tree above him kind of rustles in farewell.
Dude.
Damn. Progress.
But yes,
does this
I do
every
believe I
time.
should but yes, I do believe I should take a moment to actually say farewell for now, and I will attempt to keep in contact or visit at some point in the future.
Hesperides emerges from the tree to actually face you. Oh, going so soon? That's disappointing. But we'll always be in contact. You can always contact me through your staff.
Indeed. I will keep that in mind, and thank you for your time, and be well, I suppose.
Woodwisp follows you. Pet, pet.
Oh, I do have a question for Hesperides.
As you approach the tree after Cuminos leaves, she stares down at you. Oh yes, did you need something?
So, my raven piece,
Oh, I see now.
Yes, what about your raven?
they've, eaten the apple, the golden apple, and I was wondering if there was any sort of drawbacks to that.
Oh, well, congratulations. Although, in regards to drawbacks, when it comes to eating an apple, that is a package of condensed knowledge. Even for a normal mortal such as yourself, it's a very, overwhelming experience. Being able to access that much information. But when it comes to having that much knowledge, I I can't exactly guarantee that they won't be able to access other things that would normally be out of reach. There is such a thing as knowing too much.
Is there any way you can look after her for me?
Hesperides frowns. Oh, are you sure you don't want to take your raven with you?
I would like to, but I don't want to put her in any danger. As
Oh,
her current self, she can be very vulnerable.
She tilts her head. Oh, that's very kind of you. It seems you've formed a rather close bond with your animal companion. Alright, if that's what you want, I will look after her here. However, should you desire your raven's company again, she will lift her hand, and a knot of wood will bulge out from the tree and shape itself into a wooden figurine in the shape of a bird. If you ever get lonely or bored of your current company, just think of your raven friends and set this on the ground. And she will appear next to you. When you wish to protect her again, simply pick her up and will it back into a wooden shape, and she'll be sent back here. So you have nothing to worry about. And she plucks the figurine from the tree and hands it to you. You may now summon Peace whenever and wherever you like. And when Peace is in the wooden figurine form, she will be sent back here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll release her from her Pokeball.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I can't. Yeah, it's like a pseudo Pokeball.
Mhm.
And Peace will pop up. Poosh. Meh. Hi. What's up?
I'll be going away for a little while.
Ash going away? Peace can't come with you?
I'm not sure it'd be safe.
Peace lets out a little rumbling. What? I'm sad, but understand. We'll miss you. And Peace will hop forward and perch on your shoulder and nuzzle against your face.
He'll pat her head. Alright. You can stay here with Hesperides. And
Yeah, okay.
don't worry. If I'm ever wanting to see you again, I'll just call you.
Peace nods their head up and down. Okay. We'll see you soon then. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll miss you.
Don't cause too much trouble.
No promises.
I'll give a wave and start to walk off.
Peace will lift the wing and wave back at you. Alright, you
Blink.
guys are all done here?
Yes.
Alright, so you make your way back up to where you came from and hop back in your vehicles and begin the long rowed back to Sunshell, and as the sun crests over the horizon, bringing with it the dawn. Alright, and when you guys get back to town, what do you guys want to do? Who wants to do stuff? Anybody?
Comidas would want to visit the. Well, Comidas would want to visit the farmstead where he's been basically squatting on their land, where they gave him the chance to like hang out there for a while and like actually like let them know he's gonna be gone and like say goodbye and stuff.
Okay. Want me to bring you out over there? Or...
I don't know like how much the conversation would be outside of that, so that's more up to you.
Okay.
But
let's see. So
Well, we could buy something like a Wing of Wizardry if someone has arcane spell slots, so they get more.
Yeah, alright. So, you do head out to the Sunridge farmstead where you meet with Chayton, the landowner, and the guy who's been kind of like letting you settle there or camp there for the past who knows how long. And when you mentioned that you're going to be going away for a while, Chayton wishes you all the best and asks if you'd like your campsite to be maintained while you're gone.
I would appreciate it if you'd be willing to do so. I don't believe it's an obligation if it becomes too much of a hassle, but it would be nice.
Chayton claps you rather roughly on the shoulder, chuckles, and smiles. Well, you've been living here for a while now, and I don't know where else you're gonna go, so it gives you something to come back to, you know? Everybody needs that.
I suppose it's hard to argue with that sentiment, and I do appreciate the consideration.
Yeah. Besides, I think Grandma kind of gotten used to you. Smiles wryly. But I'll be sure to keep the place cleaned up and exactly as you left it. Nobody'll touch it. Okay? So you got nothing to worry about. So if you've got any belongings there, don't worry about it. Anything valuable, we'll just keep in the house and you can come back and claim them whenever you like. Won't touch them.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me, so again, thank you. It is very kind and generous of you.
Gotta move the whole slab.
Oh no, we're bringing that with us.
Oh no.
You bring it in the car.
I'm
Like
kidding.
cast clearly one of you needs to learn shrink the slab, and then you can just carry it with you everywhere and then unshrink it wherever you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Idea. But yeah, Clayton Sunridge has agreed to I guess hold down the fort for you until your return. It seems, I wouldn't say reluctant or sad to see you go, but kind of happy, I guess, that you're broadening your horizons. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, who else has anyone that they'd like to talk to?
Well, you know me. You know my answer to that.
Clearly you want to go meet Waylon.
No.
Yeah. The guy who owns your apartment. Nah, you definitely want to talk to Miari, I guess. So,
Yes.
let me bring back the saloon map.
We can put all the things in the saloon for now.
Yeah, we can just put all the things in the saloon for now.
But live, and there's a Tragus here.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no. So let me just dump all you guys on the saloon map. Actually, no, I think you're all there already. I have to replace. Oops, I deleted Doc. Oops. Oopsie.
I'm gone forever.
You're gone forever.
I have to make a new character now.
Yeah, you have to make a new character. Oh no.
Oh no.
Do, do, do.
Rest in pieces.
Oh, died.
Oh, there's two here. No. Where the hell is Miara? I don't have her on here. One second.
Killed her.
No, not after you rescued her. Boo.
We never rescued her. It was a hallucination. We became delusional.
No.
Alright. Activate saloon map. Alright.
Saloon gaming.
Alright, so give me 1 second here to change my music. Is this the one I wanted to use? There we go. Okay. Alright. Doc, you head over to the High Noon Saloon under the assumption that Miari is usually there. It is still dark out, but you know that the saloon is open this early, usually to accommodate the early working crowd. It's not quite time for Miari to start her shift, but you know that she likes to get up a little early and grab, coffee and breakfast before she starts her day.
Early bird.
Early bird. And as you walk into the saloon, it's just open. You do see Miari sitting at the usual table that you usually find her at, sipping coffee and reading a book.
Doc will, of course, swing by, get a coffee, and then go to the table as well. Some drinky,
Mm-hmm. As you sit down across from her, she doesn't seem too surprised. But she glances up and smiles at you. No, you're up early this morning. Hello, Prater.
Hey, Miari, I've been out all night.
Oh, have you? Rescue work or something else?
Something else.
She puts down her book and tilts her head. Oh, something else interesting. I've certainly been busy.
Yep. Went to Table Rock.
Go on.
And I had to help facilitate a little meeting with my new employer over there.
Stares over. Makes a face at you. Sighs. I know I've brought this up before, and probably your friends have, but you're always so vague when you're talking about things. It would help to be a little more specific sometimes,
Yeah. I think this is fine, but yeah. I had to help facilitate a meeting with my new employer, Tyrion Sinclair, and a dryad.
I feel like I missed something there. There's probably a whole story behind that. Smiles wryly.
There is.
She waves her hand. Yes, go on.
And, well, once we were, well, pretty much just this dryad we met when we went missing. And
Oh, that definitely explains a lot then.
with all the situation and the place we went missing and all that. So Tyrion wanted to meet her. And we brought him there. So I had to spend the night there. In that place again. It was very uncomfortable.
Her expression softens at that. I'll bet. Didn't you come from someplace like that?
I did.
feel like we talked about that before.
We did. And yes, you're correct.
And you're back now, so I assume your business is concluded.
Only temporarily I'm back. Because I got new business to attend to up north. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna be gone for a while.
When you mentioned being gone for a while, you notice Miari's expression shift noticeably. She looks... I wouldn't say upset. It's hard to read. She looks... not happy about that. Oh, you'll be gone for a while. Do you know how long?
No estimates, sadly, but there's some trouble I need to solve for my new compatriots. And the whole business of GenCorp. So yeah,
I see.
I can't quite stay in Sunchill for all that.
Miari doesn't say anything for a while. It's like she's thinking and trying to choose her words carefully. I see. Well, I'll be honest, I can't say I'm happy about that development, but if that's what you feel you need to do, then I won't stop you.
I mean, I hope this is temporary. Because, yeah, I'll try and promise that once this is done, I'll come back.
I mean, you don't have to feel like you have to. You do live here, but I don't know if you really consider this your home. I live here, but it's not really my home either.
I mean, this is where I spent most of my years, so why wouldn't it be my home?
She does smile at that. Oh, well, I'm glad that you think you do. I will say, I will miss you when you leave. We've known each other for a while now. It's going to be a little lonely not having to look after you anymore. Smiles wryly at that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, who else was there to help you out when you were still weird and eccentric?
Yeah, good point.
That's still him.
Hehe.
And I will say, it is nice that you're getting a chance to go out and see the world. You have barely left Sunshale in all the time that I've known you.
To be fair, yeah. I've really never seen anything other than desert.
Well, if you're going north, it's going to be the exact opposite. Still technically a desert in some cases, but instead of hot, it's going to be cold, and instead of dry, it's going to be extremely cold and wet. Lots of snow. You've never seen snow, I don't think.
I haven't, so that'll be a new experience.
I don't know what it's like in Kaladin, but the snows up there are a little different than the snow in Nordheim, where I'm from. So, when do you think you'll be leaving?
Well, we're gonna pick up some supplies, figure out a method of transport, but roughly really soon.
She nods. Alright then. Gives me some time, at least. Let me know before you leave. I want to give you a going away present.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Well, it wouldn't be... I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't give you something for the long trip.
Well, I'll wait to see what it is.
I'll try to pick out something nice.
Yeah. But still, thank you for all you've done to help me while I've been here. He says awkwardly.
She smiles. Cheeky little smile. I'm more than happy to. It's actually kind of nice to see that you've got more friends? Associates now? Actually becoming... I don't know. I feel almost like a babysitter that's watched someone they've looked after grow up. Kind of a funny feeling.
Probably accurate.
But, you're welcome. I wouldn't have changed a single thing. Just, when you're up north, however long your journey takes you, try to keep me updated a little bit. I know we have our little lunch meetings and like to share stories from our work days, so it'd be really boring without listening to tales of your adventures.
Oh, I can try to keep you updated, but unfortunately I have no idea how social media works.
You have a phone, don't you? You can text me or call me at any time.
Alright, I can do that. I just social media is what people do all these days, right?
Sighs and rolls her eyes. I think you've been hanging around Crew too much. I think he's rubbed off on you in the worst ways possible. I say this as Fur is not here to defend himself.
But yes, I'll text and call you, okay?
Good. I'd like to hear about everything that you're up to. Unless it's confidential, in which case, probably best I don't know.
I'll do a little sightseeing and call you about that. All right.
Of course, and be sure to bring me back a souvenir. I've never been to Caledon. I'm sure there's something that you can bring back.
If I find one, I will.
All right. I should get going. It's almost time for me to start my shift. But,
Oh yeah.
let me go. Let me know before you go. I'll be sure to bring something.
I will.
Yari finishes her coffee and leaves the saloon to start her shift at work. Anybody else would like to do stuff?
Yeah. I would like to go see Lyra.
Oh, you would like to go see Lyra? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh. So, Lyra, what would she be doing at this point in the day?
6 in the morning.
Yeah, 6 in the morning. So I think they'd probably wander into the saloon sometime after Miyari leaves, so.
Mhm.
Because the sirens do get their start kind of early, too.
Mhm.
Where are they? Boop. So sometime after Miyari leaves, Lyra comes striding in about closer to 6 or 7 in the morning. And she notices you at the bar. Oh, hello, Anne. Didn't expect to see you here this early.
Yeah, we just got back in town.
Oh, right, I remember. You all left rather abruptly the other day.
Yeah, that altercation kind of spiraled into something bigger.
Spiraled? Now you've got me curious.
He's gonna take a look around the bar and then like step off the stool. Can we take this outside?
Lyra frowns but nods. Sure. You sound kind of serious. Is everything alright?
It's, yeah, I'd say so.
She'll nod and follow you outside.
Nice.
I'm just gonna move
Go ahead.
everybody else because they're not technically here. I mean, you could technically be here just like watching from the sidelines, but it's weird.
Yeah, no, right there.
Right there.
Oh,
Space Invader!
No wait. I got you in better idea. Hold on, wait. Cole, wait. Go right here. In the window.
the window.
I can't pass through the
You go around.
sidewall. Hang on.
There you go.
They're all piled over there by the window.
Just look through the window at them doing their stuff. There we go.
Right. Yeah, Lyra follows you to the porch outside.
Alright, what was I gonna say?
What were you going to say? Something important, I suppose? Well, why are we out here?
It's just when we went out, it sort of it sort of developed into going back home.
mention of going home, Lyra's pleasant expression becomes suddenly a little serious. Oh, are you happy about that? Apprehensive? I remember we spoke about your situation a while back.
Sort of mixed emotions. More so afraid or feeling the guilt come back.
Well, I may not know everything about your situation, but the way you explain things, you didn't do anything wrong. The system is what failed you. So maybe going back is a good thing, a chance to get some measure of closure. It might not be pleasant, but it's something. You can finally put all of that behind you, hopefully.
Yeah. Certainly hope so. And once everything, is behind me, I was wondering if I can, get to know you a little better.
When you say that, Lyra seems surprised. Her eyes widen. Oh, I'm flattered. I certainly wasn't expecting that. In a good way, in a good way. I'm simply surprised is all. You're always so quiet. You don't talk much. Although, I am flattered.
So, I guess it's a little easier talking to you.
I like to think I'm a good listener. I like to hear people's stories. And it seems yours is going in a rather interesting direction. But, yes, if after everything is said and done, and you've found all the answers that you're wanting, or most of them, sure, I wouldn't mind talking to you more.
Great. Yes.
She lifts a hand to her mouth, smiles, and laughs. I'm sorry, you're a little cute when you're being awkward and embarrassed.
Oh, it's not like I do this often, so it's new, I suppose.
Well, don't think of it as a bad thing. Your smile, it's nice, bright, almost like a sun breaking through clouds. I won't say do it more often, but it's nice.
And he's pretty much very beet red, and his ears are like very bright.
Bloosh.
Bloosh. Well then, Damon. No matter how long it takes for you to get back, it's a date.
Yeah. a date. We will set that up when I get back.
Of course. And in the meantime, you have my number.
I will try to keep you updated on how things are going.
All right. I don't know when you're leaving, but do try to stay safe out there. I look forward to hearing about everything you get up to. Maybe turn it into a song or a story.
He sort of stammers. Right. I will certainly try to stay safe.
She smiles brightly, leans over, almost kind of smugly smirking at you. Oh. Well, every brooding hero needs an epic story or ballad to go along with their deeds, don't they?
I can't say that I know about them, but I'm willing to listen to anything that you play.
Oh, no, you're simply flattering me. Not that I'm opposed to it, I like it. But, maybe one of these days I'll have you listen to something I'm working on. But until then, Jeep straightens up and flashes you a smile and a wink.
He's gonna... He'll smile back, but he's just like awkwardly like looking away and then back, very hesitant.
She giggles. So adorable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm patronizing you, but it's hard not to tease you.
Well, I will be looking forward to seeing you again.
Same here. I've got to get a run on. I've got an early morning practice with the other sirens. But I'll see you around and I'll try to see you off before you go. See you later, Damon.
Bye.
Ash awkwardly awkward around girl.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Anybody else got stuff that they want to do? This is your last day in Sheridan.
We might have witnessed all of that, yes?
What do you say?
You saw Ash being awkward around girl.
Possibly. Hypothetically.
Ash's temperature has gone up a couple of degrees. He's very flustered.
Fine, I give him the third
Gotta-
degree later.
Finally feeling the heat in Sheridan.
It's like, ooh, getting hot in here.
It's always been hot outside.
Is it just fear? Is it summer? Dude, it's winter.
It's
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It feels like summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything else you guys would like to do? Like RP wise?
That's right, or is the strongest
I
drink on the menu.
don't live in this town. Oh, I have no connections to it.
Oh, foe.
Yeah.
Wasn't there someone you want Pent to interact with?
Was there? Oh, right. I mean, there's no reason for me to bring her in at this point. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not bringing in
Hehehe.
flirty demon lady.
Oh God,
It would be funny, but
it'd
I
be
don't
really
think-
awkward because almost all of my characters are fucking aromantic.
Well, also, yeah, she's an information broker succubus, so. But you already got all the information that you want. It's fine. Unless. You know what? It's fine.
Lamau. Yeah, there's probably no reason at current.
There's only one reason I'd bring her in, and it's in regards to certain other things. But that'll be. Well, no, the whole demon lady. So yeah, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I guess if you need anything for Pent to do anything for the next day or two, he'll be giving Kyrian the rundown on the events of high stakes. Notably, the actually important bits, not all of the times that his party was fucking
Gremlin.
around and finding out and being gremlins and
Yeah.
dumbasses to boot.
And Greg's.
The Gregs. Yeah, I think the most notable part that draws a reaction from Tyrion, aside from the not a Stargate thing,
Yeah,
It would
the legally
be-
distinct Stargate.
the legally distinct Stargate, which I will end up probably having to address later, it would probably be the fact that, oh god, what isn't it, Kumar, who is essentially a business rival, was wrapped up in all that. The fact that
Can't
you
really blame
guys,
the man.
yeah, the fact that you guys kind of took him out, not killed him,
Well-
but kind of, took him out
We
of
took
the
him out of the
running.
running. We took him out of the running for that. He's still very much a force to be reckoned with. The
Mhm.
man did actually have a legitimate claim that he could have actually beaten us.
Yeah.
Unlike oh wait, Kumar was Elon.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
that's
the
him.
yeah, okay, no, Elon was cooked for the second that man showed up.
Yeah.
He was not having a good time on that mech.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah,
that
the guy on the docks? Yeah, no, he could have killed us if we got lucky.
yeah, like the fact that you guys took Kumar out of the running for all that. Kumar is definitely a significant business rival for the Sinclairs. Worse, actually, in terms of his reach and influence. But the fact that you guys managed to take him out is kind of impressive, but something that Tyrion will have to keep an eye on. What makes this funny is over in Starfall, dealing with the other half of that, Celine, who is his ex-wife. They're divorced, and he took everything. So
Oops.
she's totally not
man.
bitter about that. Totally not bitter about that
Totally.
at all. But yeah, no.
Oh, totally.
That's something Tyrion's gonna have to keep an eye on. But yeah, and then also the whole Stargate thing, which is a whole other can of beans. But yeah.
Is that it is?
Alright, so nothing else the rest of you want to do aside from the buying items, but you can handle that at a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've left for it now.
Alright, so
I think maybe next time, yeah. We will,
Yeah.
like, pretty much leave. I don't know if Furt will want to do anything.
yeah.
That's a good point. We should make sure.
Aside from live streaming, our departure.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hey, bad
Crew-
guys, here's a fucking live stream of us leaving the town.
Yeah, crew
We're leaving on a rocket ship. Let's go.
Crew will probably have some wrap up stuff that he'll want to do with the sirens because I guess they're besties now. So
Besties.
it'd be wrong for him to not say goodbye.
Despite also being awkward with women.
Despite being awkward with women, he's one of the girls. Tee hee ooh ooh. But yeah,
Nah,
I
I get
think
it. I've been there.
I think we'll take care of your departure next time, but I think this is definitely going to be the formal close of your chapter in Sheridan. So I guess we can call this your interlude. But yeah, next time you'll start making your way northward to Caledon.
Wow.
Hell yeah,
Wow.
brother.
Yeah, hey, woohoo! Thank you.
Nothing
guys.
bad will happen.
Nothing bad will happen
Surely.
at all. Surely, everything's fine. I'm totally not planning to traumatize people further. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah.
Nope, totally not gonna sick me with a perpetual debuff if we ever have to fight the whatever they may have done with Centella.
Well, it's only 50-50 she's at that facility.
That's true. That's true. It's a 50-50, but knowing foe, feels more like
That's good.
75-25.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have set up so many pieces to inflict trauma on like literally everybody.
Even me.
Yeah.
Of course,
Even you.
you deserve.
Oh no.
Speaking of trauma, I should probably be ready to go and do work on my singing lesson.
Yeah.
I need to
yeah.
run the
Alright,
fuck out of
cool.
here. Well, yeah, I need to run out of here in like 10 minutes to go.
Alright.
But my other
yeah.
TTRPG game, that I'm not playing on
Alright, yeah,
Sundays.
no problem. Thank you guys for
Well, bye,
playing.
everybody.
I'm happy.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And
Yep.
I will traumatize you
Bye-bye.
more next time. Bye.